Well, let's continue this conversation. For more on China-U.S. cooperation on anti-corruption, let's go live now to Dali Yang. He's a professor of political science from the University of Chicago. So, Professor, I understand that anti-corruption was a major theme 5 years ago. Do you think that President Xi is trying to build on that momentum?
Yes, indeed, but with a little bit of a twist. Of course, you already reported on the major developments that have happened in the last 5 years in terms of the number of senior officials who have been put behind bars and who are under investigation. The Central Discipline and Inspection Commission worked very hard, and it spread, actually. It's not just about corruption in terms of the monetary sense, but also the inspection system began to spread into other areas. For example, especially into environmental governance, the central government actually launched major initiatives to send roving inspectors, and now they are stationary inspectors into the provinces and localities to check on performance by local officials. But at the same time, going forward, President Xi just announced the creation of a new small leading group for law-based governance. And I think that's going to be very significant in the next 5 years.
You know, and I also want to get your thoughts on the fact that China has been working with other countries like the U.S. to try to bring back these fugitives. How would you rate their cooperation?
Well, it's actually mixed. China issued a list of the names to be, in fact, to be repatriated back to China. So far, of the 100 names that have been on the list, about half have been sent back to China. In certain cases, because there was so much pressure through the Interpol and others on the fugitives, as a result, in fact, some of them basically was willing to be repatriated back, to be tried to have the uncertainty lifted over, the cloud lifted over them. So there has been greater progress, and China has been cooperating, in fact, with many countries and have signed extradition treaties with some of them, and that helps. But at the same time, there are other countries, including the United States, where actually cooperation is a little bit mixed.
Well, it certainly is a major push for China, relying on a lot of other countries' cooperation as well. Professor Dali Yang with the University of Chicago, thank you so much for your time.